For Fun Home.
I was listening to your latest record, and I was thinking it's very nice, nice long play, nice album, and I really like your style, like those 80s sounds, things like that. But it's pretty unusual to publish a long play these days, I think, especially for DJs, producers. So isn't it like you're very old-fashioned guy, and you like those old times, and you try to put it to your music?
No, I would say that for me, it's easier to express myself with a long form, with an album full of different music instead of just one single. I know that today in electronic music, it's really unusual to release an album, but for me I had a message. It was a message of dance, of peace during these COVID times. So for me, it was easier to express it with an album. And also, I think it's way better to have something you can hold in your hands. So it's like a memory that you can have forever, and you don't have this with singles.
Yeah, that's true. And you can collect it. Yeah, it's way different just to buy a CD and touch it and take it. So I assume that you don't like reading like on some tablet, or just you like real books.
Yeah, I like real stuff. But I also I hear most of my music with Spotify. So I have a vinyl collection, but it's easier to listen to music on Spotify, Apple Music, and stuff. But I think that if you want to buy like a gift or something to someone, it's great to have an album. And the way it looks, it looks like it can be an album from the 2000s that you can find on the Miami Music Week or something like that. I wanted to make something really sharp and not too much elements on the cover.
Yeah, and you can actually hear on your album that it's complete thing, that even the tracks are set in the right directions. Like it's not you had a plan to put them in the right directions. But when I was reading about you, interesting thing was when you passed your exams in the age of 17, and your parents gave you like 3 years to make a musical career. So what was the deal? Like they were giving you money for living, and you were supposed to just make music, and after 3 years, what would happen?
No, I was already earning I was earning some money already. I was able to live by myself and to pay my rent and everything, because I was a DJ for private parties when I was like 15 years old, and I was playing every 2 weeks. So I had enough money to save it and to be able to live with it for a few years without working in a bar or restaurant. And so my parents trusted me because I was already into music and I was really serious, and they knew I was a serious guy, and I wasn't just talking. So when I said to them I need a few years to make my music, they said, okay, we give you 3 years, and we'll see how it goes. And I was only 17 years old, so they told me if you fail you will be only 20 years old, and it's fine. So yeah, I'm really happy they helped me this way.
Wow, that's great. That sounds like very smart, open-minded parents that
Yeah.
just encourage you to follow your dreams. That's beautiful. And you know, a little more years have passed, and what has changed since that time? Like you travel around the world, you just make concerts, go on festivals, and you're kind of famous and produce great music. But what's for you, like for your inside, what was the biggest difference?
I would say today I'm more confident in myself because I grew up. Now I'm 25 years old, so I still have lots of things to discover, but I have more experience in the music industry, because when I started, I knew nobody in the music industry. I was just by myself, and I had to discover everything with a big success that was this girl. So it was a big mess for me in my life. But today I feel more in peace, and I'm just super happy to be able to still live with my music.
And because you still have your great team of friends from the times before like your musical career, and I assume like you know them like for how long, like 15, 20 years, right?
Yeah, so yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So when they look at you, they see any change, or they tell you sometimes,
Uh,
hey buddy, just stop being like behaving like a star or something?
no, because I never behave like a star. I just behave like a normal guy. And my friends, they know me before I was making music, and I didn't change. I'm still the same. And when we see each other, we don't talk about music. We don't talk. We just act like before. Like we and what is great is that nobody in my friends team is jealous about me, because they have like normal jobs, and they are super happy about it. And they tell me, when I see you taking planes every day, sleeping 3 hours a night for a few weeks in a row, I'm not jealous at all. So it's fine, and we are all super happy with our lives. So it's all good.
That's great. And what stupid things you've been doing together? Like, you know, the
Oh,
best stories you are always recalling together.
lots of stupid stuff, man. I have a really stupid team of friends, and when we are all together, we can be really stupid. Now it's almost over, because now we are approaching the 30 years old, so we need to act like adults. But before, we went to a lots of crazy stories.
Okay, like what? Like jumping from the roof or
Yeah, some stuff like that, jumping in some trees, drinking too much alcohol, and get wasted. We got wasted a lot, so now we calm down.
okay, so like parents had to just drive you home or just in a
Yeah, you know,
trunk or
the classic shit.
okay, so one last thing about your past, because you many times you've told the story of this girl remix, and it's where it all began and have started. And you told that you were producing this remix in your bedroom
Mm.
at your parents' house. So I wonder how it looked like from the inside. Like your mother was coming and just, you know, knocking to the room and bring you some sandwiches, or forcing you to go outside to have some sun and play with friends, or how was
Yeah,
it?
it was almost that. I was coming back from school, and instead of doing my homework, I was making only music. And I was on my computer with my monitors playing music super loud. And my mom is a big fan of music. She loves to dance, and she loves to listen to music. So sometimes I was listening music super loud, and I was going like that, and she was behind me dancing without even noticing that she was here. So yeah, she helped me a lot with my confidence, and she was telling me that it was a super nice music and stuff. But my dad took a few months to realize that it was getting serious, and I could live about with that. But once he realized I had a few thousands plays on SoundCloud, he was like, "Wow, this is amazing! You need to do this as a job and stuff." So it was cool times.
So he had more like a business attitude to that.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But no, he told me, as soon as you are happy with what you do, that's the most important stuff in life.
Okay, that's great. And I think many people knows the story of your like artistic nickname and where it come from, like from the word gentleman. So I guess you consider yourself as a gentleman, right? So what
Yeah.
gentle things you do every day?
Well, I try to be a gentleman with my girlfriend already. So what I do a lot is that I offer her a lot of flowers, because I know she loves that. And I
Like how
try.
often? Like every day?
No. I would say once every 2 weeks. I try
Okay.
to do that, and she she's super happy about it every time, and I try also to be a gentleman in other times.
Okay, that's great because speaking of flowers, I've heard the story that if you compare two guys, the one that never gives flowers to his girlfriend, and there is the other guy that always every day gives the flowers to his girlfriend. So the first one once gives the flower, and the second one day will not give the flowers. So who's worse? The second guy is considered worse because he forgot to give flowers once, and the other one that never gave you the flowers, when he does once, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
So how it looks with your girlfriend? Is it like she's not bored with your gentleness?
No, never. She's super kind, and I'm really lucky to have a girlfriend like that.
Okay. That's beautiful thing in these days and in these times. So last questions. What are your plans with music, with concerts? I assume you want to promote your album now. So
yeah,
when and where we can hear you?
I have lots of gigs coming this summer. I have like 50 or 60 gigs this summer. So it's almost back like before COVID, and now I have a new album. So I'm super excited. I'm touring all over Europe in festivals and clubs. So I'm super excited, and I'm ready.
Okay. And can we expect you in Poland?
Oh, sure. I would love to come back to Poland. I have an amazing memory of festival last summer. And I remember it was the first time I was playing Never Going Home outside of France. And the reaction was crazy. Everybody knew the track, and I was like, what the fuck? And it was an amazing memory, and I really love the Polish crowd. So I hope to come back soon.
Yeah, it was pretty big in Poland. So did you enjoy Poland? What was the nicest thing for you, or the something that was unexpected for you?
I would say pierogi. Pierogi. I do I say it right?
Yeah, pierogi. Yeah, classic.
Pierogi was a big surprise. I love pierogi, and yeah, except that I just went to the festival and I just played my music. So I just really love the crowd, and I came to Poland a few times already, and the crowd is always super overwhelming. So I love Poland.
Okay, beautiful. We love you too, and we really are looking forward to see you in Poland. And
Thank you.
when you come to Warsaw, just let us know. We'll take you for the best pierogi in the city.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was great to meet you and talk to you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
For Fun TV. Najwięcej muzyki.